Good afternoon, boys and girls. It's Tuesday afternoon, and today we were learning about what lives in the ocean. We had to read about it and then write a few sentences about it. Our first question says, what tiny plants grow near the top of the ocean? If you come back to the article, over here, it tells you there's lots of living things near the top. And for example, algae grows there, and they are like tiny plants. So I circled B. The text describes coral reefs. What kind of plants grow there? I went back and looked for the paragraph about coral reefs, and it said seaweed and water plants grow there. So I circled A, seaweed and water plants. Read these next sentences from the text. Lots of things live near the top of the ocean. Deep in the ocean, there is less life. What does this tell us about life in the ocean? It is easier for plants and animals to live near the top of the ocean. That was the one I chose. I didn't choose B because it says it's easier for them to live deep in the ocean, and that just told us more of them live at the top. And I didn't choose C because instead of deep in the ocean, that says at the bottom of the ocean. So I knew that one was wrong as well. It is easier for plants and animals to live near the top of the ocean. That's why there's more of them there. On the back. What is the main idea in what lives in the ocean? The main idea is what the whole story is mostly about. And when you look back at the very first sentence, it tells you that the ocean is full of life. And then the question they are asking are, what are some of the things that live in the ocean? Right? So the ocean is home to many different plants and animals. The other things are just details, our other choices. Most ocean life lives near the top of the ocean. That was a little part of our story, but it wasn't the whole thing. And deep in the ocean, there is less life. That was just one sentence from the story. It was just a detail. It was not the whole thing. The whole thing was about that it has many different plants and animals living there. Where can you usually find a coral reef? Coral reefs are often near the coast. Number 6 was, what did you learn from what lives in the ocean? So everyone might have a different answer because you may have known some of the things, you may not have known anything. So you could have had lots of things to choose from. Why is there less life deep in the ocean? Use information from the text to support your answer. Well, over here in the bottom where it talks about deep in the ocean, it tells us that there's less food for the animals and the only light comes from animals that glow. So I said there's less food and there's less light. And then for number 8, you need to draw whales and dolphins in the ocean. Then we had some vocabulary practice. The first word was ocean. It shows some pictures of the ocean. It says, please say the word ocean out loud. Please write the word ocean. Look at the pictures. Which pictures show the ocean? You can see the waves crashing on the rocks there. Draw a picture of the ocean and then use the word ocean in a sentence. Then we also had the word plant. These pictures show a plant. Please say the word plant out loud and write the word plant. Look at the pictures below. Which picture shows a plant? So I circled this one because he's planting something. This shows a magnifying glass with something that looks like a stamp. Draw a picture of a plant and create a sentence that uses the word plant. Then for math, we had our addition fluency. Remember, when we're adding, we're putting together. I drew my dots, but we should be getting to the point where we don't really need the dots anymore. We should start recognizing the numbers. Or we could use counters, or we could use our fingers. We did go up a little bit higher on some of these. We didn't have just a 5 today. We had just a little higher. All right? 2 plus 1 is 3. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 4 is 5. 3 plus 1 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 plus 3 is 5. 1 plus 2 is 3. 4 plus 1 is 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. 1 plus 3 is 4. And back up to the top. 3 plus 2 is 5. 1 plus 3 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 4 is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. 5 plus 2 is 7. 1 plus 0 is 1. And 5 plus 0 is 5. Right, if you've finished checking all your work, you can now go play and have a wonderful evening.